Here comes the young Canadian gun, Lindsey Wink in the Iron Outlaw. And, you know, he, Jimmy, Don, they don't let the sponsors down very often.
And all you have to do is look at that number and that horsepower rating, 1,750. These trucks make as much or more than anybody out there.
Wink has really been taking an attitude that he's been making a name for himself, and he wants to change that.
Well, these kids watch. Beautiful wheel stand all the way across this huge floor. But they watch these icons that we've seen so many times. Dennis Anderson, Tom Mintz come out here and just bonsai this stuff. And it doesn't take them long to start catching on.
That was a phenomenal wheelie we just saw from Lindsey Wink in the Iron Outlaws. You get some unique onboard looks while Lindsey is attacking this course.
Might spin it just a little bit. You can actually knock it back the other way. You can see it's working perfectly right there. It keeps the driver very confident in his machine.
His biggest error of the run right there, and the truck's holding together just fine, thank you very much. So Lindsey worried about fatigue a little bit. So far, so good. He's going to fill the clock.
And look at that those huge front wheels and tires. They weigh a ton. They fall out 26 inches in the front, 30 in the rear.
He will fill the clock, standing fashion. Lindsey Wink acknowledging the cheers from this crowd in Phoenix. Iron out.
We could see a new leader.
He'll be a little bit short. It's a 22 that will put him into second place, but not enough. Hot seat. She's the leader. Boy, here comes a guy who knows how to get in that hot seat. He has had a couple of top 5 finishes at the Monster Jam World Finals freestyles in Las Vegas in the past.
So no real big weight up in the front of this truck. The sway bar on this one is actually behind the front differential system. Lists like Gravedigger, Bounty Hunter, Tom Mintz, all the time. They have to deal with a stack that has been flattened out. They still put on a great show.
Everybody loves Monster.
That was nice. See, that's something a little different. We haven't seen that tonight.
It off with the best donuts. Going for there, and he sure got it done at the end. Ooh, he's 1 point short. It's a total of 24. David Smith in second. Hey, Courtney Gravedigger drivers turned it on at the Big A Angel Stadium in Anaheim, California. Look at Chucky go.
Hey, AJ waiting to put this thing way out over the edge. One of the best freestylers of all time. Built the Gravedigger.
Charlie Hawkins needs more than 90 seconds of just high intensity. He is going to hit everything, and he's going to hit it hard. He's going to hit it. Oh, my. What air. Remember the job he did driving Monster Money, just how good he really is.
And that's why he's behind the wheel of Gravedigger. You have to be a special driver to have that opportunity. Oh, wow. Talk about huge air.
And the hang time was just unbelievable.
And the truck still has all 4 wheels and tires on it. The door, well, that's about to fall off. Actually, I think it just closed itself.
Charlie Hawkins. Now, watch these bigger donuts.
No hands.
And the fans can see that too, and they love it. Those hands hanging out the window, but he's not done yet.
That is just incredible.
And he saves it again. He is getting up there into Tom Mintz League.
I'm telling you, that's a freestyle that could win at Las Vegas.
There he is.
Here we go, the Chucky dance, baby. Let him have it, Chucky.
One of the most entertaining characters in this sport.
I love that guy.
Having Charlie on is a big part of that. Well, if you want to try to upstage that, you can only go to the 7-time world champ. Let's watch Tom Mintz on what he considered his home track, the RCA Dome in Indianapolis. Look at him combo up.
You know, Lindsey Wink talked about fatigue inside of a truck. If there's a truck that should have fatigue, it should be this one. It's been around since 1999, and he's still winning shows with it.
Proudly carrying the flag of the world champion Indianapolis Colts on the back of the truck. The King of Air is getting up there again. Going easy this time. Normally he would have given a shot to the bottom of Tom Ford.
You're right.
Oh. The way that truck lands, and he just is able to pull it back down so often when it seems like you can't save it.
It almost acts like an independent four-wheel suspension. That thing is so loose, but it still works so well. And now, here he goes. He's going to work right now.
Cross thread always scores you points. And he does the cross thread and takes it right into another move. That's impressive. Uses up the entire floor, too. Ken, notice in a Max D freestyle, you're going to see every inch of that floor at one time or another with Max D on it.
Trying to figure out if the rear steer is broken out, if he's doing it on purpose. Hard to tell with Mintz.
Wow, that was a hard lick. You see how hard he went into that van in the car?
And it is broke, so he can't steer out of that right there. So, yeah, there's that nut you were talking about before. He's not afraid to run into those guys. He's going to drive that thing into the ground right now.
Yeah, it may be broke, but he's not stopping it.
Go, baby.
Complete 360, and he never stops.
No rear wheel drive. He's just pulling it with the front tires. That is vintage Mintz right there.
That's why we take you to all these venues, even when we're not doing the full speed program from these venues. We want to show you the greatest moments in Monster Jam, and here's one of them with Tom Mintz and the RCA dog.
And when this thing breaks, I'm telling you, it just makes him angry. Mintz just wants to drive that thing into the ground until it's completely destroyed.
Well, remember the other thing, in the racing finals here in Indianapolis, Tony Farrell and Blue Thunder beat him. That really makes things angry.
You're right.
Tom Mintz, yeah, he says, you want more? You know they do.
If it'll roll, he'll drive it. He's trying his best to finish it off, and it won't quit.
He's trying to get it back on all fours again. What a run.
He's a madman. Right now, that engine's getting absolutely no oil. He's still standing in the throttle.
There is not a soul sitting down in Indy. Look at the dismount. How about those scores? No brainer there. We saw two deserved perfect 30s in this bonus coverage around the USHRA. Well, somebody get the word. The fans ready for more Monster Jam Freestyle at Chase Field in Phoenix. And they've got a former world champ coming up next. But how about Courtney Jolly? The college co-ed has Pastrana 199 in the lead. Jimmy Creed's coming up next. We talked to him earlier inside Monster Jam. He loves having... Very calm demeanor on Creedon, but he is all business inside that truck.
He's focused. That's what you get with a veteran. They don't get nervous. They stay very calm inside the seat.
Jimmy is one who likes to start, get some good wheelies in, and he'll build the momentum. How about this?
Beautiful job.
Horsepower and torque all down to the track. Now, some dirt will not hold it that well, but look at the air.
Biggest air we've seen.
Where some freestyles from some of the masters and some of the former champions are just ragged edge. You almost think they're not sure where they're going. Look at that. With Creedon, it seems to all be 4 points.
Just slammed the rear bumper there before. I love that onboard shot. It's awesome. There you go, riding the wheelie down the hill. But once again, if we get that onboard shot, I want you to take a look at his eyes and his helmet. He has the D-cell on. He has the Hans device in his helmet right there. That's a real good safety device. You watch his eyes. He really has to look around the corners with his eyes. Wow! Huge air again.
The biggest air we have seen all night comes from former world freestyle champion Jimmy Creedon with the donuts.
A cyclone right there at the end. 555.
The crowd in Phoenix loves it, and the leader was at 25. It's not anymore at 26. It is to win racing and freestyle in televised events at the same